Ladies, gentlemen, they, them, so everyone else in between, my name is SPF Dark, and we're coming at you live here at Dapple Productions, bringing you our Div 5 Grand Finals tonight. My name is SPF Dark, but of course, I'm not alone in here with this tonight. I have a friend with me.
Hello. Hi, it's Zari. And what's going to be quite funny about this is the stream I was just commentating on has just raided Dapple. So you guys, some of you that are in there might recognize me from the tournament you were just watching. But yes, we are going to be getting into a Luti set right now. Radiance versus Matter of Opinion.
It's a very excited set, I want to say. Both teams have been, I mean, 2.5 months of fighting and yet to hear grand finals. Both teams have their own merits of their own, but from what I've seen so far, they have very good records all around. Only like a few matches dropped in between them for both sides, and I'm like really excited to see how these teams are going to be playing tonight.
Yes, yes, indeed, and especially since we've got these 9 matches here. Correct me if I'm wrong. That means that it's first to 5.
Yep.
Cool. Good to know. What's going to be fun is we are going to be starting on Splatstone's Brinewater, which can definitely be a very sniper dominant map mode combination. It can work very well for them, being able to push in and capture that middle block, especially if they're an E-leader.
Most definitely, that ramp is going to be the point of contention for both of these teams. See who can best use the ramp on their side to their advantage and try and keep the other team choked out for as long as they can. And since the zones getting past that ramp or trying to flank off of the fast drop on the left or right side, that's going to be pretty much your ticket to victory here. You're trying your best to sort of play around the team, play around those choke points, and use your specials to try and flesh out. Or if you can't do that, you're just gonna get stronghold.
Yes, yes, indeed. You have to be so careful because you can get up so far. Whenever if a team wipes you, that they're able to push so far into your spawn, that it can be incredibly difficult to get back in. And absolutely, when that backline sets up in mid, you're gonna struggle.
Most definitely, and I want to say I'm pretty sure both teams have at least some kind of a long range poke slash charger for their teams. I know Radiance, they have a squeezer and a pencil on their side, so they're definitely be the ones fishy, I should say. They're definitely gonna be the ones that are be like trying to play off of that ramp most likely. While over on Matter of Opinion side, they have Sim has a Jet Squelcher, a very I want to say it is the longest range shooter, so that's definitely gonna be another point of contention for them to try and take advantage of.
Yes, yes, indeed. They're able to get a more solid hold. Either of these teams and set up, they could definitely go all the way with this. So just depends, especially how this opening is going to go for them, really. So we're gonna have to see how these two teams match up against each other whenever we can get into this first game of the set.
Most definitely. The opening is definitely going to be a big contention on like how these teams are going to be playing off of each other and what exactly happens. Because, you know, those choke points, like I said, is kind of hard to get through. But if all the fighting happens in mid, the choke points don't really matter. And if it's just a constant fight from neutral, a constant just sort of trade for trade, no one's actually getting any order of advantage or whatever, it could be a very long stalemate.
Yes, it could be. It absolutely could be. And in that kind of scenario, literally, it could be the difference between like a bomb placement or one Zuka that might be able to shift it from being a stalemate into something that runs away in one team's favor. So you have to be careful.
the much beloved Zuka coming out on this map. That's
yep. If there is no Zuka on this map, I'm going to be incredibly surprised. One of these players, at the very least, has got to bring a Zuka here. Let's be real. The meta will not allow anything else.
Yeah, I think if the doc's at least any point accurate, which I believe it is, both teams have a shot on their side, so that there's at least one Zuka weapon right there already.
Yes, I believe as there should be.
My brain, it is still like, I'm still like, I kind of slept in this morning, so like my brain isn't like actually like in tune with weapon kits right now. But does one of the buckets have Zuka too? I forget.
Machine does.
Machine, that's the one.
Yes, and actually Machine can be quite helpful in this, in its ability to kind of hit the sniper position on the ramps without really showing itself too much, because you can be quite close to the wall. So that might be a very good pick for one of these teams, or both. I don't know if you want to. But it does suffer from not having a bomb, which is the one thing to kind of keep in mind for that. But that doesn't tend to slow it down too much. So absolutely, we're just waiting for everything to be sorted, and then we can get into the first game.
And one other thing I want to mention here too, while we still have the time, while we're waiting, matter of opinion, they seem to have a blaster player on their side, and I myself am a blaster enjoyer. I'm a fellow blaster connoisseur, so anytime I can see a blaster on any sort of competitive level or any level, I'm always excited. And seeing a range blaster, even a range blaster itself, that's nothing you see every day.
Yeah, that actually is like it. Especially with the release of the most recent new blaster, or well, there's two new blasters, but the S-Blast, with the way that the kit that it has, you don't see as many even just normal range blasters dotted about. They all tend to be S-Blast. So if that's actually a range blaster, that's very interesting, and would love to see what they're going to do with it. But yeah. Very interesting to see a range blaster coming out. They can do a lot of work, especially, on those nice wee corners and stopping people from getting anywhere near riding the tower. Yeah, well, definitely. The ledges for this map specifically is the name of the game, and I think both Matter and Opinion also has at least some experience with the Machine too. So if they bring out like Machine, Blaster, and just have like decent like paint all around, that's gonna be a hard a team to fight constantly on this map mode. Yes, absolutely, it is 100%. So both of these teams have very much got some parts of their comp that make a lot of sense and could work really well, but they do have to be careful because, yet again, the other team has that as well, and definitely both have the potential to come out on top on this. Most definitely. On paper, Radiance kinda has a little bit more cleaner record. In group stages, they actually went 5-0 for all their games, while Matter of Opinion went 4-1. But on the contrary, Radiance, they have a little bit of a macier run in bracket. They actually almost lost semis last round, but we'll get to that on another point. We're starting off the first match of the day, Splat Zones on Brinewater. I am excited to see exactly what these teams will be bringing out right now. Yes, indeed. After all of our chatting about it, it is important and necessary that we find out what's happening. Is that a... That's umbrella? That's umbrella. What? The new umbrella, I should say. I was not expecting that. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Well, it can work very well with his inkjet. It can be very consistent with that. So, yes, both these teams, as we were saying before, have a shot as well. Important to know. As they must, They must give over to the meta gods, but both teams have been able to get the zone, but at the moment, Matter of Opinion are holding it down and are going to get lead from this.
Most definitely. Matter Opinion already pushing up on that first round with a more, I would argue, more sort of unorthodox comp that they're running right now with that umbrella, and it's certainly already putting in the work with the Inkjet putting in and just pushing them back constantly. But as one goes down for Matter of Opinion, Radiance already has the advantage. But no, a trade goes out for Radiance, and it's 1-4 right now. Both teams are just fighting over neutral as the Inkjet goes out to hopefully try and stall it out, but no, it's not enough.
It is not enough as they're able to get the zone there and put penalty. Well, both of them get some more penalty points because it goes one way and then the other and then back again. So this is very much a fight for mid, a fight for this zone. Yep, fight for this zone as it's switched back and forth. But that is 2 down on the side of Matter of Opinion, which will mean that it switches yet again.
This is an absolute game of just constant back and forth. Where any lead gets immediately snuffed out by one as Azuka goes out, but that Azuka also gets cancelled immediately. And right now the cards are in Radiance's hands as they're pushing up on that very stronghold right there. The choke point, pushing them back. Matter of Opinion bringing out the vacuum to hopefully try and keep them out a little bit longer. Hopefully. Emphasis
on try. Emphasis on an attempt here. But they are they going to be able to get zone?
Oh?
They've definitely covered most of it.
Oh?
They've definitely covered most of it. Oh, come on. No, okay. I swear they had 80% of that covered. 80%, but it wasn't enough. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. Back it goes. But this is looking like they're pushing down. They're below 20 now. There's still 1 down on the side of Radiance, which 2 down. So there we go. There's the flip. Oh. There we go.
Both teams are resetting back to neutral. 2 go down for each side. The zones flip back to Matter of Opinion as the Inkjet comes out to try and stall out time for as much as they can. 60 points and counting. Both teams are just trying to get any sort of advantage they can over each other. But no, it's constant trades for trade. The Zuka comes out, finds. I think that was 3.
I think so. I think so. Oh my god. Oh, that was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. There was nowhere for that vacuum to go. Oh god. Oh. That's 2 down on the side of Radiance. This very well might... Was that the Zuka? Oh god. I don't know what's happening. But that was probably the Zuka. And the zone is flipped. And Matter of Opinion... Wait. No, I can't say that yet. They might be about to lose the zone. No, they kept it. Matter of Opinion, able to work on those penalty points just that little bit longer. But Radiance to come back in, they are painting this zone and able to take it back.
Both teams are desperately to try and hold as much of an advantage as they can over each other. But it's just constant back and forth with not just the picks, but the zone flips as well. There's just, it keeps bouncing back and forth between the 2 teams right now. Matter of Opinion has control, but the Zuka comes out. No, the Tri-Strikes come out. It's constant specials being rotated right now.
Yes, there's words that I could probably be saying, but I don't know them, and everything is chaos. I don't know. God, I don't know. Are they gonna? No, they're not gonna be able to get the zone back from that. No, not yet. So that's still gonna say in Radiance's favor as they work through those penalty points. They don't have many to get through until they can work on that 15 they've already got. But that being said, Matter of Opinion are trying to find their way in, and there it goes neutral, and there it flips yet again. Are they going to be able to hold it this time for long enough to get some good... Guys, are they going to be able to hold it?
I'm not sure right now as there's only 10 seconds remaining. 2 are down. It's 2 down for each side. It can still go down either way. But no, the vacuum.
The vacuum. They need to paint the zone.
Oh no!
They did not paint the zone, guys. They did not do that. Well, that is game 1 to Radiant. This is one way to start. Yeah. No, that is pretty. That's a pretty good way to sum that up. What the frick?
In a constant fight over any advantage, the other team just smacked them into the ground and took back, and just constant back and forth.
Oh my god. Yeah. You could never, like, it was never, you know, oh yeah, we're gonna keep this for a long time. We're gonna continue working with this, you know, we're gonna finish this. No. You don't get to keep your advantage. You don't get to keep the zone. Of course not.
No, it is my turn with the zone.
Yes. It's never your turn. It's always my turn. But then it's always your turn too. Well, how does this work?
And
why does this keep happening? Oh my god.
I feel like if that's how game one's gonna win, then this set is definitely gonna be a very entertaining one.
Yes, it is gonna be a very entertaining set. And this is nothing against these two teams. But if it's gonna be this close, then I'm betting it's gonna be like we're gonna go to like game 7, game 9.
Game 9. And my money on game 9.
Oh god. For those not in the know, I did mention this before the last game started, but I have just been commentating for 6 hours straight, and I'm only here because we definitely needed someone to fill a slot. But I did not want this to go to game 9.
What's another hour? What's another hour?
Yeah, what's another hour? I was already hungry. I'll just continue to be. But to be fair, if I could... Oh, that would be such a bad joke. These games are looking real tasty.
And speaking of tasty, you know where we're going next? We're going to Crableg Capital.
Crableg Tar Control. Very interesting map mode.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
You see a lot of Crableg on Rainmaker, even a little bit of it on Clams, but Tar Control can be a lot of fun as well.
It most definitely. It's a weird path. I would admit it. Like it's genuinely a weird path with how most people, I've seen like just a lot of like controversy over this map mode specifically because of like the talent path is the main point of contention here. I don't mind it. It's weird, yes, but I don't mind it. I think I think with a game like this, you need a lot of like just sort of like variety and ways to incite that variety. So I think this is just a fresh sort of take on what Tar Control could be. Yes, indeed.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is certainly. This is gonna be after that first match. I could definitely see this going back and forth again as they fight over this tower in mid, as it moves like 1 inch one way and 1 inch the other. I could see that being the game we're about to see, but I could also absolutely see these teams getting big pushes, but just big response pushes. You know, so it'll be interesting to see if it ends up being that kind of stolly or very okay.
Yes!
Range blaster!
Yes!
It's a range blaster!
That's what I've been waiting for!
We talked about this for good reason. Damn right we did. And there we go.
On tower patrol,
Blaster's already dead though.
Blaster gaming, you love to see it. I have felt that pain before.
Well, at least there's a pro, like a thingy pro, not gonna bite a range blaster. No, rapid blaster even.
Rapid, yes.
So you get a little blaster action from both of them, but we can see which one you prefer. Already any direct, and this will just go straight to your freaking head. Those direct signs, they get you.
Definitely what makes me a fan of the weapon. And right now that blaster, I think that blaster's seen more downtime than uptime. I'm gonna be honest. No offense to the player, I'm pretty sure you're a great blaster, but as a blaster player myself, I know that feeling. And both teams are just struggling right now to take any sort of lead right now, but as a matter of opinion, are pushing already and got first checkpoint.
Yep, yes indeed, they're already through that and already quite comfortable in keeping that moving. I say that and then they are off the tar, never mind. Oh, come on Benix, you can stay alive, yes!
Oh, Blasters, I love it. That's a 2. Oh, that Blaster's definitely putting it to work right now. As right now they're trying to the Blaster duel.
They hurt you.
No, yes,
they hurt you.
Everyone can hear me, please. I am a loud person. No one cannot hear me, and right now it is yes, it's a struggle for a matter of opinion.
But yes, they were able to get through that first checkpoint. Are they going to stop Radiance from getting through the checkpoint that they're setting up to go through? It does seem like they've at least delayed them. Yes, they've got a push going of their own. Now they've got to try and stop the people who are down in that, in the pit. Get rid of them and get rid of them quickly.
Already, matter of opinion, marching on forward of the tower path, getting more and more points, but Radiance holding it strong, not letting them advance any further than they did last time. As they're resetting, both teams are reverting back to neutral, trying to fight again to get any sort of picks and any sort of advantage they can whatsoever. But there seems to be a fight breaking on the right side.
Ooh, and the bucket ends up going down for it, but yeah, Radiance really need to be careful here. They've lost a lot of like a lot of positions that they can be in, and as well as that, they don't have very much paint.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Paint's gonna be a very big, with one blaster on each team. Paint is the name of the game right now. Whoever has better paint control will dictate which blaster will actually get any sort of value right now. And it seems to be going in favor of the range blaster, as they're the last one standing. Can they make a last stand here?
Can they live against the Rapid? The Rapid was definitely looking for them a moment ago, and we can see that continue. Oh my god, are they gonna be able to? Oh, they can't get close enough. They get the jump! Which is important, seeing as the tower is moving.
Oh yeah, the tower. We are in tower control, right? We are
indeed.
Objective.
Yeah. There is an objective in this game. I didn't know if you know. There is one, and at the moment, actually, I've just noticed there's only 2 points between these teams, and that is going to be lead for Radiance. Because let's be real, 69, funny number, but it's not a very good lead.
No, most definitely. No. The point of contention actually is going to be that second checkpoint. I believe once you hit that second checkpoint, it's very hard to actually try to recover from that. So whoever can at least get that far first will kind of dictate who's going to take away this game. Yes,
I would very much agree with you on that. And with how this game has been going and the game we saw before, this is very on par with what these players have been doing and how they've been reacting to each other.
It's trade for trade right now. Both teams struggling to get any sort of advantage once again over each other. Inkjet comes out, fighting the bucket. The bucket wins! 3 down from matter opinion. Radiance needs to take this, and they need to run with it.
Damn right they do, and that range blaster needed to back out. They've been able to find their way back up onto the top area, but we've seen them before with that range blast, with the rapid blaster even, constantly having their number, but wasn't necessary this time as the trade goes between the bucket and the range blaster.
That end zap goes down. They immediately try to contest the zap. It's the lead for Radiance, and matter opinion, they're kind of trickling right now. They're trying to struggle and reset themselves to try and recover this, but no, it seems to be a difficult task right now. Blaster Gaming? Blaster Gaming!
Oh, very much Blaster Gaming, but we should mention pushing to 34, getting past that second checkpoint. We were saying that is difficult to do, and the team that does that are most likely the ones that are going to win because of how difficult it is to do that. But that being said, people still going down left, right. The Rapid is currently gets the player on the tower. There come out the strikes, and they don't have time. They don't have time to get on the tower.
And with the GG strikes coming out, that game number 2 goes to Radiance.
Yes, indeed, making it a 2-0 in the favor of Radiance at the moment. Reminder that there are 9 possible games in this set, so we've still got, at the very minimum, 3 more to go. But yeah, this is starting well for Radiance. They're being able to take these back. This is good for them.
Yeah, exactly. I will say on Splat Zones, Radiance did, even though the zone was flipping back and forth, Radiance were the ones to actually get a good sized lead off of the zone points in order to take that game as well. So Radiance are already showing that they can actively take these like big early leads or big leads in general, keeping Matter of Opinion off tempo enough to stall them out for the rest of the game. You know, to win these games, you don't need the knockout. You don't need to take 100 points off the zone or take the tower control all the way to the end. No, if you just get 30 points and not let the other team get any points, you still win.
Yep, you absolutely do. That's definitely a solid way to win, in fact. But after those two kind of, with zones and tower control that can be a little bit more easily stalled, after those two games, we have Humpback, Pumptrack, Rainmaker, which so often, you live your life in the other team's spawn as you push, and then they push, and then you push, and then they push, and you slowly claw your way from, I don't know, 35 to 30 over the space of 2.5 minutes. So this could be Stolly in a different way or a knockout. That's my prediction here.
I will say, there was a game I casted on Rainmaker Humpback, and it was exactly like what you were saying. And one thing I want to point out with this map mode specifically is that the breakaways is actually what gives teams keys to success. A lot of victories I've seen on this map mode are just one player left standing, the enemy's like already in mid trying to reclaim it. They just sneak up behind them, take the Rainmaker, and get the knockout or take it so far into their base that the other team just can't get points fast enough to contest it.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be so careful, because if you accidentally overextend past the Rainmaker and someone gets past you, like for example, I don't know, a sneaky brush, those tend to exist sometimes, then guess what? Your Rainmaker's back in your spawn again, currently counting down to a knockout. So maybe turn around and get there fast. But yeah, you need to be careful about that. So careful.
And another thing with this map specifically is that it is ledges heaven. Weapons that like to play under ledges, over ledges, around ledges or corners. Blaster. They're gonna have a very sort of home here. Yeah.
They live for these kind of maps, and this is definitely one of the ones that comes to mind whenever you think of a ledge, the ability to ledge play and hold it. So. Absolutely. We
got the blaster.
Of course we still have the blaster, and we still do have that bucket as well. But yeah,
52. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. But like, was not expecting that one.
Who knows? Maybe this is a secret tech they need, and maybe it isn't, as one already goes down for Radiance, unfortunately.
Yep, yes indeed, and there's a 52 down in that pit area, ends up going down. There's another 52 quite pushed up, because there's two that they do have to be careful about. But these teams are still fighting over mid here. They're still they haven't gone anywhere that far yet.
Oh, most definitely. Both teams are just fighting over any sort of advantage. But right now, Radiance seems to have a slight advantage, but no, there's one in mid to shut that push down. And even though there's one left standing from Matter of Opinion, that push gets stopped by the one player, I think.
Oh my goodness. Well, fair enough. No push for you. Not yet. Sometimes you think you have an advantage, and then there's just one guy who's like, I don't think so. And that's all it freaking takes.
A shooter be upon you, you know? It just takes it like that.
It do indeed. And that push in general, that moved 5 centimeters to the left. Yeah. That was it. That was all it was.
Minute and a half, by the way.
Minute and a half in. It's gonna be this kind of stally, is it? Alright, fair enough.
The trade goes out right there, and both teams, once again, try to find any sort of minuscule advantage they can over each other. 2 goes down for Matter of Opinion. The bucket is in Radiance's hands, and right now they finally probably even get first checkpoint with the double 52. Honestly, kind of working in their favor right now.
Yep, apparently that was a strat that they're actually cooking with. I just wasn't sure what they were cooking. Hello, walls! Would you like to make a little corridor for your Rainmaker to make their way up? That could be a strat. Oh my god.
Didn't know this was Valorant, you know, like...
Yeah, well sometimes they just take different different ideas from different games and bring them into Splatoon. You're like, what the frick? Where did that come from? And then you find out it was Valorant all along.
It is one thing that I like to call is cross-training, playing multiple different games, and it could work. And you know, who knows what the origin of this Double 52? It might have actually been an idea from playing a different game, but right now the game is Splatoon, and 2 are down for Radiance. Matter of opinion, has he managed to maybe try and take first checkpoint as we're 3 minutes in? What a shot!
Oh, that was an incredible shot, but they're currently using those bombs to their advantage. One of them dropped and is right behind the fact takes out 2 before getting taken down. Well, though 3 of them end up going down, in fact, for matter of opinion, and that will mean they aren't going to get anywhere with that push. They aren't even going to get to checkpoint yet. Oh,
and you know what that means. It's a fight for neutral once again. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining. Double gals tearing it up in mid right now.
Like some wall with your gun.
Most definitely.
Well, not that wall. Oh my god. Wall just getting contained by the Rainmaker. Just no wall for them. Not that one.
And 1 goes down for 2 goes down for Radiance. Matter of opinion, once again, have the advantage right now, but they have the cooler. Is this going to be enough to stop the push? No, the 52 finally goes down, but there's 2 specials going down. It's special central.
There we go. There's a checkpoint with a minute left, guys. A minute left. Matter of opinion, this is down to the wire a little bit, but the walls.
You know.
But to be fair, if you're hiding behind a wall and the enemy is above you,
just stand in the wall, you know? What just happened?
I think that was a bomb. Was that a bomb? I think it was a bomb.
I think that was a bomb. That had to be a bomb.
That looked like a bomb. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure which one, who threw it, or whatever, but it killed them, so fair enough. But Fishy is able to pick this up. There's the inkjet currently circling them. They're not able to reset it, and that does mean it'll stay there for the moment. Not the easiest to get to, though, with these walls.
Yeah. I think this was their plan. Get as much as elite as they can and just literally wall them out. You know, how can you get past that checkpoint if there's 2 walls right in front of you?
Oh, they're able to pick up that Rainmaker. It was a fight to reset, but they're not able to keep it. And there we go. That is game 3 to Radiance.
The pressure is definitely building on for Matter of Opinion right now. Down 3 games already when Radiance managed to take a very sizable lead ahead of you and you not being able to recover. With only 2 chances left to at least try and stay in this set for a little bit longer, the pressure's building.
Oh my goodness. Yep, we are down to Clan Blitz Inkblot here. And then Splatzone's MakoMart as the definite maps we're going to see. But yeah, are they going to be able to bring it out for Clan Blitz? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they have a bomb strategy for Clan Blitz. Maybe they're going to turn this all around. But only on Clan Blitz. I don't know.
You know, one thing I'll say, for how these past few sets have been going, it's been very back and forth and almost stalling, you know. And as we all know, Clan Blitz, a very beloved map mode of ours. You know what happens a lot of Clan Blitz? You get a lot of stalemates.
Yeah,
and on this map mode specifically, it's what I like to call a 4-minute neutral within a 1-minute gameplay.
Yes, would you like to sit in mid with at least 1 power clam each, just like dancing around each other, poking? That's what we might be seeing here, folks. Unless, well, you never know. Radiance might just end up pitching up a tent on Matter of Fact's basket right underneath, just like, hey, we're gonna stay here. Good luck getting rid of us. Like, I have seen that where they just stay on that plat, and they can be quite difficult to get off the plat because it's so wide. But you never know. Matter of Opinion might be able to take something out of the hat here. Just bring out something that Radiance are not expecting, and kind of turn it on its head. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know. It all depends on what Matter of Opinion decide to do here.
One thing that to keep in mind for this map is just the angle attack. You know, a lot of people kind of in the heat of the moment kind of forget about bats, or if you're pushing up, sort of like going on, keeping pressure off of like the left side on ramp, and so keeping those like attacks of angles of attack in mind, it could kind of halt any push that or any sort of setup Radiance might be building up right now, attacking from like all angles at once. You know, you can only if you're looking ahead, you can't exactly shoot behind you. You know.
Yes. No. Very true. Very true. And if they're able to kind of keep a solid defense, you could just hold a defense for most of the game, get one opportunity to push, but not overextend it, and then hold that defense even longer. That would be one way for them to maybe take this. But yet again, they do absolutely have some solid players and the ability to make some solid pushes. It just depends on if they're gonna be able to do that against Radiance when it really matters, which is right now and next match. Definitely.
Matter of Opinion are actually not out of this yet, far from it. All of these games, they haven't been knockouts. They've almost all, I'm pretty sure all actually went into overtime, meaning they have the tools and the capabilities to stay in this and fight back and even take games. It's just a matter of refocusing, especially after you're down 3 games. This is the moment where you gotta recenter, refocus, reset, and be like, all right, we gotta clutch it up here. Yep.
Yes, indeed. So as long as they're taking their moments, they're figuring it out, they're strategizing, they're looking at it as if it's a clean slate and not keeping in mind all the losses that have already occurred, as long as they can keep a level head, they can absolutely still take this game and the next, etc., etc. They just have to make sure that they don't let the past 3 games kind of cloud their vision a little bit, because sometimes some teams can struggle with that. So yeah, it's all very much up to them to figure this out and play it to the best of their abilities, which I think could win it.
As big as mechanics and team coordination in this game, what a lot of people forget is like mental is just as a big part of this game, and not just this game, and most competitive games in general. If you can work out of a spiral, that puts you like ahead of other teams, even if they are on paper better than you mechanically or coordination wise. You know, that mental game is such a big part, and I think Matter of Opinion can definitely pull this through.
I think so too. I think they've definitely got it in them. They just have to make sure they wait for the correct opportunities and make the most of like their ability to synergize together and push cohesively. So absolutely. But I can imagine the reason that we're still sitting here is that these teams are trying to, or even it might just be one of them, is trying to strategize and figure out the best way to approach this Clan Blitz match specifically, because Clan Blitz takes a whole lot more team coordination than some of these other modes require. So that is definitely something to take that extra moment and think about and talk to your teammates and figure out.
Definitely taking the moment to just reset and sort of be like, all right, we got this. We still you still have 2 more chances left to actually stay in this game for a little bit longer. So if you don't win this one, you still get the next one. And at the rate where these games are going, it could definitely go in a back and forth, and sort of like they take the next 3, and then the game will be decided on the last 2 map modes or whatever, however it is you want to view it. And I know you've had your day today, but me personally, I want to see the game 9. I want to see the game 9.
Yes, we're very much on opposite sides here, which, to be fair, balances it out. I am all for us getting to game 5 and finishing there, but that's only because I've been going for 6 and a bit hours already. So let's just see what the frick is that? Radiance. Okay, I love that the only thing that they keep other than the Edzabs is the freaking 52 from last round. All right, fair enough. That's your coordination. Would you like to stay? That's the one that goes down.
The slayer of this team of NZAP
isn't the Ditto.
Already down. Matter of opinion, getting already a power climb. I didn't even see how fast they got that. And as I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Radiance is gonna have much of a pain issue. A little bit of opinion. I don't think Radiance is gonna have much of a pain issue right here. Well, maybe if they keep going down like that.
Yep, that being said, the only player that was alive was the backline there. And they do end up taking down the range blaster as well.
Ah, that's one cooler. I'm recounting, by the way.
Yeah, I would love to see at the end of this match how many they end up with, because would you like a cooler with your cooler, sir?
Order of 3 coolers, please.
Ah, yes. Oh my goodness. And they're in such a dominant position here. They've got the clams that they need. They just are waiting for the opportunity to utilize them, especially since they're working on oh my goodness, the flank in and then flank out and then still gets the double, and the last one alive is the backline. How are they going to be able to manage this all by themselves? They're not going to be able to stop that. In fact, no way.
When there are 3 collapsing on you, you can only shoot one at a time. And right now, Radiance, with their cooler supremacy, another one at the ready, they're already taking it down to 77 points. But no, Matter of opinion, surprisingly, not in a bad way, managed to lock them out, keep them out, and just sort of make things reset back to neutral.
Yes, indeed. They were able to make sure that if they wanted to keep that power clam alive, they had to back out and around. But even now, there's so much paint down for Radiance. They know what they're doing, apparently.
4?
Would you like a tacticaler with your tacticaler with your tacticaler?
That was fine. That's fine. That was another one right there. 2 close on top of each other. But what does it matter? It's one already goes down from Radiance. Matter of opinion, actually putting on the heavy pressure right now, even with the cooler buff. This could be it.
Oh! And they did get lead with that push. Oh my god. They end up going down, but what a play. Inkblot trying to find a pick here. Is able to find one.
7.
But I'm not quite sure they're gonna yet. They were not able to find another one after that. Such a dumb match. Such a dumb match, but it's freaking sure.
Nah, I'm for it. Entertain the people. Give us the quad 10 umbrellas. I want to see it. It's games like that makes history. God. And with this Triazap, they're definitely putting in work right now. As I want to say, another Tacticooler comes out, surprisingly.
Yes, but 2 of the NZAPs ended up going down, and from the sounds of how one of them stayed down for quite some time, they weren't able to get the Tacticooler beforehand. This should be their ability to get in. Ooh! Able to stop that flank on the left-hand side there and make their way back into mid. That should have been the opportunity to push there, but one NZAP. Apparently enough.
1 of 3, I add.
This is insane. But they still do need to get a move on push wise, because we're in the last minute here. There are, matter of opinion, 2 have already gone down to that. Another one has pushed in, which should give them the jump, but I don't think they do jump. They do jump and they do get it in, but that's not enough for lead. That is not enough for lead, and that's 2 down for Radiance.
This is the first time a Matter of Opinion has been at a lead like this over Radiance for such a long time. Radiance managed to, if they ever are under Matter of Opinion, they take lead and they hold it out. But no, it is Matter of Opinion's turn to take lead and hold it out. With another Tacticooler coming out, this could be very dangerous for both teams as one goes down for Matter of Opinion. This is not what you want to see right now. As 10 seconds remaining.
All they need. Oh, is that Power Clam?
Oh, is that it? That's it!
That's it! What? Oh my god.
The power of the soda was too strong for them.
Yeah. They were not thirsty. Radiance was not thirsty that whole game. They had clear heads and we're able to make it work. What is this?
They had no aggressive specials besides Killer Whale, which that being an aggressive special, and that's pushing it kinda. And they managed to keep Matter of Opinion fleshed out so well that at the right moment, at the last moment, to just not only open the basket again, but take lead off of that and just keep putting points in.
Oh, I'm just... brain go burr. What the frick was that? Radiance, how did you do that? Oh, they were just, as you were saying, able to suss out the push that they needed right when they needed it. That does take us to game 5, which is match point. So that does mean Dark, if you want your game 9, this has to be a reverse sweep. This is so close to being a 5-0. And I will remind everyone watching, I have no, like, these two teams, incredible. This is not about them. I've just been going for so long. I just want to be able to eat.
And you might be able to eat with MakoMart.
Yes, it might be within the next, like, 5-10 minutes. I might be free from commentating for today. Maybe.
Or 30.
But who knows? It might be more like 30 freaking minutes, depending on these teams. Oh my goodness. It could be a reverse sweep. That would be insane. I would be starving, but it would be insane.
The run back of the I maybe even run back of the season to see this. Matter of opinion, I know we're supposed to be relatively biased. My whole soul and heart is for Matter of Opinion right now.
Matter of Opinion is a range blaster. So you are like the most diehard Matter of Opinion fan for obvious reasons. You just want to see more of that range blaster. I understand. I've been there. Like one person playing roller really well, and I will be the biggest fangirl. So I understand. Do not worry. But this is game 5. Splat Zones, MakoMart.
No!
They murdered him. They murdered him. Oh my god.
Not only did they spit out the blaster, but they got the exploser.
I would also like to point your attention to the frickin' reflex and the H3.
This.
What is happening this game?
You know what? We're getting a little silly with it. If it's 4-0 right now, and I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I can't speak on that on their behalf. I'm not gonna try. I'm not even try and rationalize it.
Yeah, no, not even gonna attempt that. But for the moment, Matter of Opinion, holding down the zone, getting past 70 here. But there's that reflex coming, getting a pick, and the zone should continues to be theirs. Radiance working away.
Who says what's called reflux isn't a weapon? Is it clearly right there shown some sort of capabilities of it being a weapon? But the new roller goes out just like that. The ink strikes come out, contesting. Maybe no, it wasn't enough. And the reef slider, no. Nope, there's the Zucker coming out, able to help them get the zone there, and that's 3 down for Radiance. This shouldn't be too difficult for Matter of Opinion to hold. Shouldn't be too difficult for Matter of Opinion to hold for that little bit longer. They're able to get through those penalty points. Are they going to be able to get close enough and or get lead? Oh, the Tri-Strikes come out to try and stall some time, but this Vac is locked and loaded, ready to shoot right now. Radiance take point, and once again, 1 go down, 2 go down for Matter of Opinion. This looks like a quick hold by Radiance as this new a splashdown comes out.
Yep, yes, indeed. And we see they end up pushing up quite aggressively, Radiance, but very much quick to push back out again and stop themselves from overextending. But there we go, lead goes back to Radiance, but as soon as they get it, Matter of Opinion has flipped that zone.
Already, matter of opinion, reclaiming some penalty points and counting. They're trying to flesh out any remaining members of Radiance, but no, they're standing strong as the trade goes out. Not what you kind of want to see right now at this point. Both teams come out, and the new splashdown comes out. How did you live that? I'm so confused.
Not for long. Yeah, that did not make very much sense. But who knows? Who knows? Radiance are very much getting through these penalty points. They've only got a couple left to go. There's that trade coming out, but that's 2 down on the side of Matter of Opinion. And with no penalty points left to slow Radiance down, this is not what they need. This is very much reminder, match point. They need to get this back, and they need to win this game to still be in the running here.
This is danger close for Matter of Opinion. They need to make not necessarily a miracle, but make a very good play happen right here, right now. As 2 go down for Radiance, it is exactly the opening they need, but the reslider comes in, managed to flip zone just long enough to stall it up, but no! He shut that down immediately.
Yep, there was enough for a cap, but not enough for any kind of staying potential there. There's coming out from the back. Oh my god. Oh, able to get another cap. I can see what they're doing, what the point of these specials were for them. It's like, yes, I would like to press a button and get the zone back, please. There we go. There's another button press, and there's another zone cap coming out on the side of Radiance. Just slowing it down. Oh my goodness.
The name of the game of this specific game mode is Momentum. And what good is Momentum if you could just completely shut down that momentum with a press of the funny button called R3?
Yes, indeed. It's important as well. Matter of Opinion, we're not watching that left-hand side as closely as they maybe should have been from when we were looking at the map. That does seem like they've painted up a little bit. Hello, Fishy. Goodbye, Fishy. Back to spawn. But there's the cap. So... yeah, there we go. This is just what we've been seeing from these teams. And there's the cap coming out. Or, well, not right now, but they very well... That's what they're trying to do here.
This looks actually very good for Matter of Opinion right now, as they might be able to take lead at the last moment. They managed to take lead right before the flip. Matter of Opinion, clear the lead right now. It's 1 for 1. This could be it for them.
This absolutely could... If they're able to get this zone back, all they need to do is get this zone back. All they need to do is get it back. Are they going to be able to do that? Are they going to be able to do that?
Is it?
Are they going to be able to do that?
I think that's it! I think that's it!
And they continue to have it! Oh my god.
Not out of it just yet!
We got here, game 6! Well, your belief in the reverse sweep, it lives on. It continues. And I continue to get hungrier.
My powers as an entertainer supersedes anything else right now.
Indeed it frickin' does. And that does mean we are going to be seeing some Sturgeon car control. Oh my god, it begins. It begins.
You know, Sturgeon tower control. It's a map mode for many kinds of weapons. But you know, there's one thing that this map mode has in mind, and there's a good amount of ledges. And
there are.
You know,
it's tower control.
It's tower control. And you know
what you want.
Please give me back the plaster. I just want to see it one more time.
Yeah, don't do this to Dark. Please don't do this to Dark. All he wants. Blaster.
You know, I just realized something. The game they swapped off the blasters, the game they won.
It's the game they won! It's the game they won! You're asking for them to lose, Dark!
No!
Just so you can see the blaster!
No!
Dark, you can't do this to them. You can't ask for that.
No, it's fine, because my superpowers as an entertainer will mean that this game's gonna go to a 4-4 scenario, regardless of what they pick. So they're gonna bring them out the blaster, and they're gonna win this one, and they're gonna win the next one. And you're gonna stuck here for another 20 minutes. That's just how it's gonna work. No! That would be, I would love to see some good close games, but also, I will die of hunger.
Okay, yes, we're having a little bit of delay on we're having some lobby issues, so that does mean we should probably have another look at how we have ended up here bracket-wise, and what they have done to kind of get to this finals. Because reminder, this is a finals right
Grand
now. Don't know if you, grands. Don't know if you knew that, but very important to note. Both of these teams fought their way to this point. And yeah, you're seeing a lot of specifically 5-0s coming out on the side of Matter of Opinion, except one. They dropped one game to Bloody Wave right at the start, but other than that, 5-0s. And when it comes to Radiance, there's been a little bit more. Like there were 4 against Forever. They went. They almost lost it. Came down to the final game. We see that 4-5 there. In the semis.
Yeah, I was mentioning this at the beginning of the set before the game started, but Radiance had a bit of a messier run in bracket than Matter of Opinion, almost getting eliminated in the last round. Actually, like I said, my power as an entertainer supersedes everything else. So there's a very high likelihood that this does go to a 4-4 scenario, which I very much want to see to keep this ball rolling. And it's kind of backed up by these teams' records, you know?
Yep. We see that they absolutely have been fighting to get to this point. And oh my god, to meet in the grand finals. Oh, it's coming down to the wire. It truly it is.
Yeah, two and a half months of just constant fighting, and these are your top teams. You know, regardless of the outcome of today, whether Radiance wins or Matter of Opinion wins, these two teams definitely have proved themselves to be at top of their division. And right now, we're heading. What?
That's not right.
That's not right.
That's our streamer. No, they're not playing this. That's our streamer.
Pardon my outburst.
There was a clash, though. I did see a clash.
I don't count
Does
clash.
that not count?
No, Clash Blaster is an affront to the Blaster name.
I was like, oh my god, one of them is picking a bow? That's insane. And then it was Briny. And I was like, oh wait, no, never mind. No,
that wasn't an emergency sub. That's what that was.
Yes, well, too bad. Barney's busy, okay? Barney can't sub for you. Barney's running a stream. God, you gotta get a different sub. You gotta try someone else. Try someone else.
I wonder, has anyone tried casting and playing in an actual game before?
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
I want to see that if that's happened. If not, I want to be the one to do that.
Yeah, you by all means, you go right in the head. I would not be able to manage that. I can tell you that straight off the bat. I cannot do multiple things at the same time like that. I would not be able to talk to string sentences together. No way. But absolutely, that'd be very interesting to watch.
Just the utter chaos of your team actually calming while you're trying to give a play-by-play of whatever's going on and being at least relatively neutral in what you're saying over the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'd have such a fixed perspective as well. I think you'd probably have to be muted. Like, your team would not want to hear you. Like, you'd want to hear them, but they'd not want to hear you. That would be very, very interesting.
You know, I'm gonna write that down as an idea. I'm actually committed to that now.
Yeah, no, especially if you had like some kind of scenario where the teams, like, there was one commentating on both sides. Like, they're technically co-commentating, but it's like not in a way that they can hear each other during the match, because obviously that would give away like strats. Unless maybe you do put them in. No, maybe you do put them in a chat together, and they have to try and commentate while not giving anything away. That would be hilarious. But anyway, take two. Take two. Bridie is not playing.
No!
The freaking chat numbers. They asked and they received. Oh my god! There's a Nova in there as well.
The only kill power is the Splatana, and even then, it's kind of questionable.
Don't put it past them. They won as 3 ends apps. Let's not talk about kill power.
Right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I would put nothing past Radiance at this point. No, though, to be fair, what is interesting is they continue to have those whales because of that. They have They have the whales coming out on the bamboo. Yeah, because you never freaking see it. It never exists. So how the frick are you supposed to know that it has whale when it doesn't exist in comp whatsoever? Until now. Until now.
Already, matter of opinion, getting a sizable lead already, counting down points for that checkpoint, but no, the Inkjet's gonna come in and shut that push down already. Both teams are reverting back to neutral. The double bamboo power on the right side, applying very good chip pressure to just sort of push them back further and further.
Yep, and find their space in mid to actually start that push of their own. Well, there come those strikes to get them off the tower, but it won't keep them that way for long. As there they are. There's the crab chilling on tower. Bucket is trying to stop them, but the whale is just everywhere. And Wolfie is stuck here on this left-hand side, trying to find their way into mid and to get a pick.
Both teams are trying desperately to extend any sort of lead they have over one another. That's Watana right there coming in to try and do something, but no, immediately gets shut down as momentum's going into Matter of Opinion's favor. As the double bamboo, surprisingly, kind of struggling right now. But no, they get a pick right in mid.
They're 2 against 4 at the moment, which is certainly going to make this an easier push. But that being said, okay, never mind. I was going to say that there was someone coming in on the tower, but they did not make it the whole way. Also important to note that there is not even a single blaster in this entire match. Like, they don't even have the pro anymore.
What's the point? What's the point?
You're just making dark sides.
Yeah, what's making me more sad is that this comp is working 3 down and they take it in 20 points. What is going on?
I would also like to bring your attention to the fact. I would like to bring your attention to the fact that Radiance, the double bamboo team, now have no more checkpoints to go through. They've gone through both of them. They don't exist anymore, which will make it incredibly easy to push again. But that was a very nice Zuka shot there coming out from Benix.
I think this is the opening Matter of Opinion needs right now, as Radiance are starting to get a little bit staggered. One constantly going down, but the Inkjet might be able to halt that push a little bit longer. Soda's out. That means they can play hyper aggressively right now, as that Nova is... What's that? I'm gonna be honest. What is that Nova gonna do right there? They just
hid. They just hid. They didn't know. They didn't have the critical information. They had no idea. Oh my god. Oh, the tower. They need to get back on the tower. They're getting close, but they need to get through that checkpoint before they can get close to that 20.
Wait.
Oh my god, they have lead.
This could be danger close right now for Radiance. Matter of being pushing it ever so closely. 5 points remaining. There's still a few members left in their court, but no, one goes out. This looks like a reset, and there's 1 minute remaining. This is what I like to call Radiance needs to get a virtual knockout to win this game.
How? I just don't even understand how they got that far. It seemed like 1 second they were fighting over that last checkpoint. They were struggling with it, and then suddenly all of Radiance was in their spawn, fighting to try and get to the tower, but there wasn't anyone. They couldn't get there in time. What the frick? But they're certainly making this push work their way back to that 20. They're working on it here. Rika, are you able to get back on that tower?
No.
There's a bomb on it.
Oh no.
Multiple bombs. They pushed to 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. They're at 1. But that. See, this is why having gone through all the checkpoints makes all the freaking difference, because you can just do that. Oh my goodness. Oh.
What I classified as a virtual knockout before and means that it needs to be a natural knockout, but no! Radiance take that game, making them your Div 5 Grand Champions!
Yes, and I think everyone and their mother just heard that, and they all know. They all know! They all know the Radiance were the team to take that. Oh my goodness.
They took that game with the double bamboo. to anyone listening out there, if there's ever any pushback on what weapons they want you to play, show them this set. Show them this set and say you can make anything work. Always believe in your weapons. Always believe in your dreams. That's how you make these things happen.
Yes, yes, indeed. That is the way. Oh my god. They looked so dominant at the end there, matter of opinion. But then all it takes when you don't have checkpoints that they need to get through is to just have the reverse and off you go.
Just one push was all you needed for both sides. I genuinely thought Matter of Opinion had that in lockdown, but no, Radiance just answered back and they knocked that out of the park.
Immediate clapback. There we go.
What a great show.
That's all it takes. Oh my god, is it? But yes, anyway, we are finishing up there. Hope you have enjoyed. And I do believe we are going to be raiding out to someone else real soon. But thank you everyone for popping in and having a watch, because that was definitely that was a set that exists. Oh my god.
I'm gonna remember this set. I'm genuinely gonna be honest. I'm gonna remember this set for at least the next month and a month and a half. Like
oh my god. Well, and in the interest of that, I'm also looking forward to being finally able to go and eat something.
Enjoy your food.
What, freaking 7.5 hours or something mental. I'm so hungry.
7 soldier.
Yep. God, we really need to go find myself some food. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. We're gonna be raiding out soon. TM. Soon
TM. It's been an absolute pleasure regardless.
Yes, this was fun. I was dying, but this was fun. I did enjoy it. You're very fun to commentate with, Dark. Absolutely. The full energy, the blaster love. It's great to see.
I advertise myself as loud equals fun, and that's what I am as a person.
And I agree with that. That makes sense. That absolutely. That's not wrong advertising. That is correct. I agree.
If you ask my friends, you will just know how much louder I can actually take things. This is a personality loud. Like,
we appreciate for our eardrums that you didn't go to full capacity. That was appreciated. Thank you. But even the level you were at was very good. It was good for keeping the hype up.
But yes, at your service.
We should be ready to raid out really soon. I say, as I watch, and then there we go. Yeah, there's the raid. So absolutely, thank you everyone for tuning in. And yeah, see you next time. TM.
Next season? Question mark?
Yeah. I don't know if there's any more of these to go, but if there are,
I don't know either.
Who knows? But there might be more. If there's not, there's more tournaments. There's always more tournaments. But anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in, and see you guys next time.